The courtroom was moments away from handing down a harsh sentence. The judge was ready, the prosecutor was smiling, and even my own lawyer had given up on me. I was handcuffed. My life was falling apart. But I had no idea that in just a few seconds, my little girl would do something that would make everyone laugh until the unthinkable happened. She would give me back my freedom and give the judge something he had lost for over a decade. The sharp snap of the bailiff's voice cut through the chatter. "All rise!" Judge Malcolm Harrington entered, his black robe covering the sides of his wheelchair, the wheels clicking softly against the polished floor. I knew him by reputation. His sentences were relentless. At 64 years old, his grey eyes still carried an authority capable of silencing a whole room. To him, I wasn't Elijah Brooks, a man in his late 30s fighting to prove his innocence. I was just another number. The prosecutor stood up. "Your Honor, the prosecution recommends no less than 15 years. The defendant wasted this court's time with false claims of unlawful arrest. It's time for him to face the consequences." I stared at the table in silence. My public defender said nothing. She had given up on me hours ago. The judge straightened in his chair, ready to hand down the sentence, and I prepared for the worst. Then the courtroom doors creaked open. Small footsteps echoed through the walls, and every head turned. A little black girl, no more than 7 years old, walked in wearing a light blue dress. I knew who she was. It was my daughter, 5. I was in a panic. What was she doing here? She walked straight down the aisle, past astonished lawyers and spectators, and stopped in front of the judge's bench. Judge Harrington's brow furrowed. "Who is this child?" Before anyone could answer, she looked up with calm, steady eyes and said, "Release my father, and I will make you walk." Laughter erupted from the back of the room. My throat tightened with shame. "What did you say?" the judge asked. "I said if you release him," she repeated, her voice firm. "I will make you walk." "This is no place for fairy tales," Harrington said harshly. "Bailiff, remove the girl, please." My voice cut through the air, raw and desperate. "Let her speak, please." They ignored me. My daughter turned back to the judge. "No one listens to my father. They don't know who he really is." More giggles ran through the room. The judge turned to her, his curiosity winning out over his irritation. "What is your name, child?" "Fife," she answered simply. The room went silent. "You've been in that chair for 10 years, haven't you?" she asked. Harrington tensed. "You haven't felt your legs since the accident. They said your spine was broken, that you'd never walk again." "But you want to walk," she said softly. I knew what she was talking about. Fife had done little things no one could explain, small miracles, but never like this. I was terrified. She didn't heal him, I heard myself say. She just reminded him that he could heal himself. I watched the judge. For the first time in 10 years, he felt warmth in his knees. I saw the shock on his face, the disbelief turning to awe. Then the leather of his shoes scraped softly against the floor. Gasps and cries echoed through the audience. He stood up. I watched as he stood on his own 2 legs for the first time in a decade. I fell to my knees, the heavy clinking of my chains echoing in the courtroom. Fife ran to me, hugging my neck tightly. I held onto her as if she were the anchor keeping me in the world. "She kept her promise," I whispered, tears welling in my eyes. The judge approached, still uncertain of the truth he was standing on. "How? How did she do that?" he asked. She looked at him steadily. "She didn't heal you," she said. "She just reminded you that you could heal yourself." The judge's brow furrowed, his voice hoarse. "That doesn't make sense." "It's not supposed to," she replied simply. He ordered them to release me. The handcuffs fell from my wrists with a metallic snap that echoed louder than any other sound that day. Father and daughter, we walked towards the double doors, the room still in stunned silence. "Fife!" the judge's voice called. Softer now. She turned, her braids swinging over her shoulder. "Thank you," he said softly, words heavier than any sentence he'd ever handed down. She just smiled, her small eyes meeting his. "Now, maybe you can believe again. If you were in my place, would you have believed her or dismissed her like everyone else? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. If you love this story, hit the like button and subscribe for more emotional and unexpected tales. And tell us in the comments where in the world you are watching from.